In headlines, Ethiopia and Belgium kick off landmark talks to boost ties and trade. And Ethiopia and IOM team up to expand vital psychological support for migrants. Hello, this is ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. I'm Sintayo Tamrat with the news. Do stay tuned. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is sustaining the momentum of rural transformation, officially handing over newly completed model villages in Hadia and Silte zones, following earlier successes in Halaba and Kambata. The newly inaugurated villages feature 3-bedroom homes equipped with biogas cooking systems, solar energy, chicken coops, and separate cattle sheds, all built using locally sourced materials. The initiative reflects the government's vision for affordable, self-reliant, and prosperous rural communities. The Prime Minister shared via social media, quote-unquote, "As a society, we often fall into the trap of saying it's not possible whenever a bold idea emerges, but we must not deny or doubt the tangible progress already achieved," Prime Minister Abiy noted. He emphasized the power of directing resources toward the right priorities, asserting that real grassroots transformation is within reach if citizens and leaders who believe in the process. The work completed in these 4 zones of central Ethiopia must now be scaled across the region, the Premier urged, and said he trusted the regional leaders would carry this mission forward. Ethiopia is gearing up for a greener capital. The Addis Ababa Transport Bureau has announced plans to roll out the National Vehicle Emission Standard, a move aimed at cutting down carbon emissions and improving the city's air quality. The announcement was made by Bureau head Yabubal Addis during a high-level half-day discussion with key stakeholders. The session focused on enhancing air quality monitoring within the transport sector and boosting public awareness for the new standards. Yabubal revealed that the Bureau is working in close collaboration with relevant institutions to enforce the National Vehicle Emission Standard and the Emission Controls Directive. This legal framework is defining clear responsibilities for environmental, health, and transport organizations, including vehicle associations. The Bureau head also highlighted several complementary initiatives already underway in the city, major upgrades to road infrastructure as part of the corridor development, a push for electric vehicle adoption, and the promotion of non-motorized transport system. Together, this action is for a crucial part of Ethiopia. Together, these actions form a crucial part of Ethiopia's broader climate strategy, which aims to slash greenhouse gas emissions by 68.8% by 2030. Ethiopia has officially joined the African Continental Free Trade Area, kicking off exports of meat, fruits, and other agricultural goods to Somalia, Kenya, and South Africa, a major step toward tapping into Africa's unified market. Speaking at a symbolic dispatch ceremony, Trade and Regional Integration Minister Kasaun Gofe called the launch a major milestone in Ethiopia's economic journey, signaling its readiness to embrace one of the world's largest free trade zones. The African Continental Free Trade Area, uniting 55 African Union member states with over 1.4 billion people and a $3.4 trillion GDP, aims to boost intra-African trade, remove barriers, and accelerate shared growth. First Vice Chair of the Prosperity Party, Adam Farah, said the move highlights Ethiopia's leadership in African integration. This isn't just trade, it is a commitment to Africa's economic sovereignty and shared destiny. African Continental Free Trade Area Secretary General Wamkele Menes praised Ethiopia's bold step, calling it a testament to Africa's resolve to turn vision into action. With this launch, Ethiopia moves from policy to practice, cementing its role in shaping Africa's future through trade, cooperation, and regional value chains.
All Ethiopians are proud of their coffee. We usually make coffee ceremonies 3 times a day. The main reason why we do the coffee ceremony is to social with our friends or family. It is the most important hospitality. I've been making coffee since I was 12 years old. First, you have to wash the green beans, and then we roast it.
When the coffee is this brown and shiny and smoky, that's when we take it out and move it around, starting from the older to the youngest, so they can smell and enjoy the aroma.
And after we're done roasting it, we walk around to let other people smell the smoke.
We have popcorn, which is also a popular snack while having the ceremony. This is called sad, which is grass. And when you're having a grand celebration like this, you have it all over your house and it just brightens it up. And this is ambasha. It's a type of bread that is made in Ethiopia. It's really good. It's also another popular snack. And this is buna, which is coffee. I'm roasting it right now.
They drink the first cup, called abol. It's very strong. It has a lot of ground coffee. And the second, they put water in it. It's called tona. And they put water. For the first time, it's called baraka. That's how we came for the dark roast, medium roast, light roast.
Is Ethiopian coffee strong?
It's very strong.
But coffee here isn't just about flavor or a caffeine kick. It's about the experience.
I love coffee very much. That's why I open the shop and every day I prepare nice.
Buna.
Do you smell that?
It smells like popcorn. That could be this over.
Welcome back. You are watching the news from ABC World. And next, Ethiopia and Belgium have launched their first ever political and consultations, setting the stage for deeper diplomatic and economic collaboration. The high-level meeting held Thursday here in Addis Ababa brought together delegations led by Belgian Secretary General Theodora Gentizis and Ethiopian State Minister for Foreign Affairs Hadara Abera. Tigist Sernesa reports.
Ethiopia and Belgium have held political consultation aimed at uplifting bilateral cooperation between the two nations. The two sides discussed enhancing bilateral cooperation between the countries, particularly in trade, investment and education sectors. Ethiopian Foreign Affairs State Minister Hadara Abera has highlighted on the occasion that the consultation reflects a renewed commitment to deepening bilateral ties at a time when the two nations are preparing to celebrate 120 years of diplomatic relations in 2026. He also welcomed the growing interest from Belgian investors in sectors such as agriculture, green energy and logistics.
The upcoming Memorandum of Understanding on Political Consultation will help institutionalize our dialogue and expand engagement at bilateral, regional, and multilateral levels. Belgium has long been a valued development partner. Economically, we welcome greater Belgian investment in agriculture, renewable energy, logistics, and manufacturing, and request consideration for upgrading the Ethiopian Airlines Fifth Freedom Air rights to enhance trade connectivity. Belgium remains a key destination for Ethiopian coffee, supporting millions of farmers. We count on your advocacy for a fair and balanced implementation of the EU deforestation regulations that takes into account local realities.
Secretary General and President of the Board of Directors of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Development Corporation of Belgium, Theodora Gensis, for her part acknowledged Ethiopia's openness to business, referencing the Ethiopian Business Forum held earlier this year.
Ethiopia is open for business, as was made clear in the Ethiopian Business Forum earlier this year. We have heeded your call by organizing early June the first Belgian economic mission in 11 years. Your country is implementing impressive economic reforms, and we are also curious to hear more about that.
Additionally, she said the long-standing academic partnership between Ethiopia and Belgium has seen over 5,000 students and researchers study in Belgium.
And finally, the International Organization for Migration, IOM, has teamed up with the Ethiopian government to expand vital psychological support for migrants. Speaking exclusively to EBC World, Abibato Wanefal, chief of the IOM Ethiopia mission, highlighted the urgent need for mental health services to aid migrants facing trauma and displacement. Meanwhile, State Minister for Social Affairs Huria Ali Mahdi reaffirmed Ethiopia's strong stance against irregular migration and its commitment to protecting vulnerable groups. Kasawun Chane takes it from here.
In a groundbreaking initiative to address the complex challenges faced by returning Ethiopian migrants, the International Organization for Migration, IOM, has partnered with the Ethiopian government to enhance psychosocial support services. Abibatu Wanefal, the chief of the IOM Ethiopian mission, spoke exclusively with EBC English during a recent migrant psychosocial support meeting, underlining the critical need for mental health resources for this vulnerable population. The discussion illuminated the urges journeys many Ethiopian migrants endure, often fraught with hardship and emotional trauma.
Psychosocial support and mental health is a core pillar of dignified reintegration, return and reintegration. And as you know, migrants, talking about Ethiopians, they face very difficult conditions during their migratory journey and when they come back. And it was really important to ensure that also they receive the required support.
She also highlighted the urgency of integrating mental health services into the basic fabric of migration assistance.
Usually, psychosocial support and well-being is considered as a secondary need, while it is really important if you ensure a sustainable return to really make sure that they receive. This is one. And second, we realize that also because the mental health and well-being of migrants was considered as a secondary health need, there was a limit in terms of service available in the country. That's why really we work closely together with the partners, the government of Ethiopia, Minister of Health, which is really part of their strategy.
Wanefal noted that mental health needs are frequently sidelined, often perceived as secondary in comparison to immediate physical requirements.
So for us, first, I think it will be to ensure that all the frontline workers are trained, have the tools really to provide the services, and this will be really done in collaboration with the Minister of Health, the Minister of Women and Social Affairs, to ensure that these social workers are really equipped. Second, as IOM, as I said, this is part of our core reintegration package that you are providing. And then once we support migrants to come back, they will be receiving this, those in need will be receiving the psychosocial support, and then afterwards the reintegration. And then for us, we monitor. So we monitor if they really are well, the return is sustainable, how the migrants are going. So
in a parallel development, Huria Ali Mahdi, State Minister for Social Affairs at the Ethiopian Ministry of Women and Children Affairs, reiterated the nation's commitment to addressing irregular migration.
What we did is, for the irregular migrants, we're working on the prevention in order to choose the safest way or the safest route to migrate from the country. The first thing we promote is to look a job in their country and to grow in their country. If this not working, we are just let's show them that there is a right way or the safest route and to go, because migration by itself is not a problem. Why it's a problem when it's irregular? So they are facing to severe risks like exploitation, abuse, and rape and others. A lot of challenges are facing and transit and in the destination too. So in order to prevent this one, we're giving awareness creation in a wide way up to the lower administrations.
Hura described the protocol followed after migrants arrive from destination countries, which includes providing immediate shelter and social support. Furthermore, she emphasized the importance of creating sustainable livelihood opportunities for returnees to mitigate the factors that lead to irregular migration. This collaborative effort between IOM and the Ethiopian government highlights a proactive approach to supporting vulnerable returning migrants.
That's the news for the hour and a quick reminder of top stories. Ethiopia and Belgium kick off landmark talks to boost ties and trade. And Ethiopia and the IOM team up to expand vital psychological support for migrants. Thank you so much for staying with us and see you.